Hey guys, I'm Bergeron. Today I'm coming at you from Minnesota Top Team. It's a gym in Eagan, Minnesota. It's an affiliate of the Academy, and it's one that I teach at. Today I'm going to show a variation of the Ezekial choke from mount, and then if we're not getting the choke from there, a way to change it to a loop choke. It's a very strong combination, and the first technique is very, very safe. The second technique is a little more risky because you risk losing position, but it's also a much stronger choke, all right? So let's get started. So I have Omar and Mount here, okay? Speak down a little bit for me, thank you. So I'm in here, I'm gonna open up the collar and I'm gonna go inside, thumb inside first, right? So I'm opening it up, going thumb down. I don't wanna get so crazy deep, I don't want to get way over here, because then I'm not gonna be able to get my elbow to the floor. But I don't wanna be too shallow that it's not going to apply the choke. So basically a good rule of thumb is grab almost in line with his neck right here. So I'm gonna grab about this deep, just so that my hand touches his neck, and that should be enough right there, okay? So again, thumb inside, just touching the neck. Now I'm gonna come inside, I'm gonna start dropping my elbow on his chest and start running it up to get to the throat, okay? As I do that, my right hand here, I'm gonna go behind his head. I'm gonna grab my own tricep here. I'm gonna, if I need to, I'm gonna drop my forearm, my weight on my forearm to get the choke here. Or if I'm not getting it, another thing I do, I can crawl up my arm here and wait here until there's the choke. All right. This is a little different than the standard Ezekial, which is normally you're under here, you grab the inside of your sleeve, right, you pull, and you finish it there. So rather, I'm starting with the collar grip first, right? Because the standard Ezekial, you're not gripping the collar, you're gripping inside your own sleeve. This one, I'm gripping the collar, coming behind the head, grabbing here. Now, that second variation that I was talking about is a little more risky. If I'm here and he's not tapping, maybe my first hand isn't quite deep enough, I can't climb this up high enough or whatever, right? Another thing I can do, I'm going to fall off to the side of the hand that's behind his head. So my right hand is behind his head. I'm basically going to drop to that shoulder to get weight off of his head. And I'm going to do a loop choke. So this arm is going to go between his head and my elbow, right here. So once I'm here, I'm going to stretch, drive my forearm and elbow, my right forearm and elbow in the back of his head, and get the choke right there. Okay, so that's a pretty cool combo. Let's check it out from another angle. Perfect. So like I said, first thing, open the collar, I'm going thumb inside, just touching the neck with my hand. Again, don't need to get crazy deep, don't want to be too shallow. Right here should be about good enough, right in line with his neck. Then, I'm going to reach my right arm behind the head. As I do that, my elbow's going to start dropping toward the floor and hit the floor. This, my right hand, I'm going to grab my tricep, squeeze, drop the weight down, and you get the choke there, right? But let's say we're here. If we're not getting it, we can also climb up the tricep to bring the head up into the choke. But let's say we do that, and he's still not tapping, or maybe I can't lift his head, maybe I'm not strong enough, whatever. So what I'm going to do, my right hand, the one that's behind his head, or rather my right shoulder, is going to drop to the mat and kind of come up on my left toes here to lift me there, right here. Once I'm here, my right hand is going to shoot between his head and my elbow, right here. Now I'm going to kind of turn my arm. I'm going to drive down with my right arm here on my back of my tricep, as I lift my right elbow into the back of his head to get the tap. Let me show you what's going on, get my body out of the way here. So I fall off, my right arm feeds in here, and I'm turning and driving my forearm into the back of his neck to get the choke there. All right? Let's go ahead and reset. All right, so that's something I've been hitting a lot lately. You can also do it by starting out in side control. Say you're going to get the, I'll go ahead and use you again. Come on, lay down. You can set it up from here too. Right, so I'm in here. Maybe I'm going for the bread cutter and it's not working. I can transfer the mount, hand behind the head, and you can hit the same series. Right? Go ahead and reset. So you can set it up from there too, or set it up from the mount. Like I said, that first option, so low risk because you really have your base. All your weight is on the guy's head, so it's going to be hard for him to buck and roll because you're kind of squishing him. That second one, is kind of it's a little more risky because you start to fall off the mount. You feel like you're giving up the position, but I hit this almost every time I go for it because that choke goes on quick and it goes on hard, right? Thanks for checking us out today, guys. Make sure to check out my sponsor, Combat Skin. They got some cool stuff, and I hear they're coming out with some newer stuff in the near future here, so give them a check them out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.